Carl from That's Well Boxing, joined by Toby Bassett and some random who's joined the interview. Toby, still very, very early in your pro career, tricky customer tonight. Break the fight down for us.
Well, as you said, very tough fight. He's just come off a win last weekend against, Tyler Rivers. He's a top lad. I think he was 5-0, I think he was. So obviously, had that in mind. Look, we just stuck to the plan. Box. That's all we wanted to do. Box. Don't mix it up with him because he's, as I said, tough journeyman. You know, he knows all the tricks. He's had about 140 odd fights, so he knows the game well. We didn't want to mix up too much with him, even though I did in the last round, to be fair. But yeah, no, just couldn't have went any better really. Just stuck.
Question for both of you. Really important at this stage of your career that you have these tough learning fights and you're not just walking through everyone, right?
Yeah, exactly. I want to learn each fight. And I want these tough fights because otherwise, as I said, you're not going to learn anything. So, and I learned a lot from that fight, and as you probably can say.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he was a very experienced journeyman, like, so it's just what Toby needs. Like, this guy, like we say, he's been around the block. He knows the score. He'll be fighting week after week after week, like. So, I mean, obviously, Toby's boxer instructions tonight, and to be honest, yeah, I mean, you could see that he was boxing to instructions because there was plenty of openings for him to sort of do what he needed to do. And that's no disrespect to the other guy. Like, I'm sure if Toby had let his hands go, he would have got the same back, like, because that's just the name of the game. But Toby did what he needed to do tonight, and I'm happy with his performance. I would have liked to see a little bit more, but it's just what it is, There you go.
I know we have a lot of banter, but obviously you had a stellar amateur career. How difficult is it to know how much to put your foot down and how not to in terms of opponents?
It's tricky. It is tricky because you just got, you're in a fight at the end of the day, aren't you? So, and your emotions are going, the adrenaline's pumping, but it's hard to explain. You just kind of know, you pop the jab out, you're feeling it out as you go along, really, and you know what pace to set, and what to throw and all that lot. But stuck to the plan, and it worked off, and it worked.
How many more times are you expecting to be out this year?
Yeah, I mean, that's the old man. Well, I think the schedule is 4 times this year, so we'll probably be looking at being back down at this place. I think they're looking at doing a show down here towards the end of the year, whether that be October, November, I don't know. But June is the next scheduled one, which will probably be in Alfreton. So, I mean, it's obviously closer to home for Shinfields and their boxers and everything. Like, listen, we'll do what we need to do, and we'll bring the travelling Barmy Army as well. Like, so, they made some noise tonight. Can I swear? Yeah, I mean, a bunch of pissheads they are, them boys. But look, they're great lads, great support. They love Toby. It's fantastic. I mean, he does bring a good support on one thing and another, like, and they all enjoyed it. A few of them have come up to us and said, like, yeah, he was holding back there. You could tell he was. But look, I've said it before. That's just the way it was tonight. But great stuff. We're all happy, and my phone's going off. Bad time.
Timing's everything. I'll come to Toby. So Toby, obviously at the minute you're splitting your time between Northampton and Derbyshire. How's that going?
Yeah, it's going great. Obviously, I train in my amateur gym, Monday to Friday. Then over the weekend, I'm at Shinfield, and it's a good, schedule at the minute. I would like to, come up more often, but it's a bit of a travel, to be honest. But at the minute, yeah, every Sunday, get the sparring, get the runs in, bag work, all that stuff, and it's going good at the minute.
Sorry, I was just going to say, obviously we are up once a week, and Jay and the others, they get to see what he's doing and how he's improving. All the, most of the hard work's done down in Northampton under the supervision of Scott Beasley, the head coach down there, and obviously we all play a part in it. Chris Skilton, he's been doing some great work with Toby on the pads, and we all play our part. Like, camp's it's been okay. We've had a few issues with it early on in the camp, a bit of illness. I think a lot of people have had it. All this crap going about at the minute. So, but fortunately, that was the early part of it. Sort of 4 weeks into it. But he done well. He battled through it, and come out the other side. Weight was a little bit of an issue early on in the week, but we got it sorted. And I think he felt okay towards the end of the camp.
Is the idea to maybe have a couple of shows down Northampton at some stage and obviously continue to build your following? Because you obviously got a great following from that area, so it makes sense to get yourself out in that area, right?
Yeah, exactly. This year I'm hoping to, fight in Northampton at least once, because I'm not being big-headed or anything, but I know I could bring, even bigger crowd to that. So I would love to fight in Northampton, but listen, the phone goes off, I'll fight whenever and wherever. That's just my mentality.
Obviously we've got shows going on down in the what's it called? I'll call it the Moat House. That's what it used to be called. It's the parking down there now. That's Black Country Boxing. They organise some shows down there. Now I don't want to sort of speak out of turn or say anything what's not right, but I believe that Jay's probably had a word with Errol. I think it's Errol Brown of Black Country Boxing, and the possibility that Toby could fight on a show down there. One of Toby's stable mates at Northampton Amateur Boxing Club, Yusuf Ibrahim, he fights under the BCB, like so. There is a possibility. Perhaps we'll talk to Jay, see if we can, because it'll be nice for Toby to fight in Northampton, and get those people out supporting him who perhaps can't get up here, one thing or another, like so. But hey, look, I don't want to speak out of turn or anything. What will be. If he has to fight wherever, Scotland, we'll be there, like, and we'll bring the fans as well. Like, we brought a coach up today, filled it, brilliant, made some noise, and it's going to get messy on the way home as well, like. So yeah,
it's a family show. It's a family show.
Yeah. I mean, look, fantastic. I mean, look, it's been a great night. I mean, we just see the final fight tonight. Obviously, didn't go Shinfield's way, one thing or another. Fraser, but fantastic. He did.
He fought brilliant.
Absolutely.
And we're all proud of him. Of him.
Well, I'll go on record saying I've watched a lot of small old shows in my time. That's probably the best one I've watched.
Yeah. No, honestly, you can't beat it down there. Good atmosphere, good fights. You can't ask for much more, can you?
The lads who they have boxing, like, they've all got good support on one thing and another, like. So it really was a pleasure to look out there tonight and just see the support for every boxer. I mean, it's not easy for them. We know this. We bang on about it all the time, like. At the end of the day, if it weren't for those fans, these boys, they wouldn't be able to fulfil their dreams,
What it does show, though, is how tough it gets once you start getting around title fights, etc., right? So it's important that you take your time and have them learning fights.
That's why I like these tough fights. This is my second fight, and it's one of the toughest fights I've ever had, really. And that's what I want, because hard fights, you learn more. That's what I think. So, there you go.
On that note, enjoy your trip back to Northampton. Not too much alcohol. And we'll catch you next time on That's Bell Boxing. Cheers.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers. Thanks. See you later. Cheers.